Today I am going to tell you all about a brand new partnership that Princess has just announced. We're going to talk about the Carnival Pride. Turns out that she has been able to go to one port. It's not one that was on the itinerary, but if you've been following along here, they've been sailing to Greenland and Newfoundland, and they were not able to make the port stops they expected, so I'm glad they got to make a stop, so I'll tell you about that. Holland America has a sale I want to make sure that you're aware of, as well as Viking, and lots more. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Wednesday. It is June 5th of 2024, and it's not cruise day, but you know what? It's our fly day. So this evening at about 5 p.m., our flight is going to leave nonstop to Heathrow so that we can board the beautiful Regal Princess on Saturday. We are so excited, and so pack your bags, use your phone, your TV, however it is that you follow along with us and come along. We're going to try to do a little bit more vlog style videos to show you a little bit more about what we do. So we'll show you what we do in London on Thursday and Friday, and then take you on board with us. Now I want to tell you a quick travel tip, and I had it all together here, so I thought it would be the perfect time to show you. I've talked about this before, but I wanted to show it to you in practical application. So when we travel, one of my very favorite travel references is Rick Steves' books. If you're not familiar, he covers like Europe extensively, and then like Iceland, some other areas. He has like a Mediterranean cruise port book. He's got lots of really helpful books. But when you look at his books, they're kind of thick, and this is not the biggest one that he has, but he covers everything in so much depth that sometimes you think, well, I don't know if I want to take with me a book that's quite so big. This time, since we're going to drive around England, I'm actually going to take this because you never know where the road is going to take you, and we might wish that we had this with us. So I am going to take that, but then also I have purchased an Ireland book because we've got a couple of port stops in Ireland, as well as the Scotland book. And what I ended up doing, so for Ireland, the amount of the book that I needed, which the book is pretty similar to this size, this is all we need for where we're going to be visiting and what I wanted to take. So we just cut the book, and you just, hold it open and cut it this way, so you can still use the pieces together again when you get home, or else it's something that's really easy to replace down the road, but it makes it much lighter. So we've got this. When we're in Edinburgh, we're going to do the excursion with Princess, where it's called Edinburgh on Your Own. You pay for the excursion, and it's just a bus that takes you down to the center part of Edinburgh there, drops you off, and we're going to do the Edinburgh Palace. We've got our tickets, I believe. I'll check with Gordon with that, but I think we're ready to go. So we are just taking the sections of the book that we want with us. Then when it's time to come home, if we really don't have this much more space and this much more weight in our luggage, I can get rid of these because it's something that I can easily purchase again. I'm planning to bring these home though, but I just wanted to put that in perspective for you. I remember I read a lot and I listen to a lot of Rick Steves, and he was saying, you spend $10,000, $20,000 on your vacation. It's not a big deal to buy these books or to cut them up and then have to get a new one someday if you get to go back. So there you go. Now, Princess just today is announcing a brand new partnership, and Princess has announced several new partnerships in the last couple of years. Well, this time they are partnering with the Academy of Country Music. And apparently back on May 16th, it was the 59th Academy of Country Music Awards. They have those every year. And apparently Princess was there, the reps from Princess, and they were interviewing guests, and some of the up-and-coming nominees for those awards were interviewed by Princess. And so today they have announced this special new partnership. And what they're going to do is apparently use this partnership to welcome on board some of their ships, some of the quote-unquote new and emerging country artists. So we will be able to listen to them sometimes on some of the Princess ships. It doesn't say if some of these guests will appear on all of the ships or which of the ships, but my guess would be is just over time, it's going to be, kind of trickling down, and we'll see them now and again on some of the Princess ships. So if you happen to be sailing on Princess and you have have a guest on board who is one of these new up-and-coming country artists, let us know what it's like. It'll be fun to hear. So are you someone that enjoys country music? Let me know that in the comments. Do you think this is a good partnership? And I know it just depends on what kind of music that you enjoy. But let me know if you're going to really enjoy hearing new country music artists on board Princess. I was thinking it would be really fun. I'm guessing that they will have them perform probably in the Princess Theater or but I was also thinking it would be fun if they have them do it in the piazza so that people could dance and have a fun time that way. So it'll just be fun to see how it all works out. But that's your latest partnership with Princess Cruises. I also want to let you know that I am seeing more about those changes to the dining venues on Princess Cruises. On the Sun Princess. It's coming. So everything that I told you was moving around. And then in the video that I told you where they were moving, I missed telling you about where the Crown Grill was going. So the Crown Grill will be going to where the Reserve Collection dining room is right now. So we're not losing that Crown Grill, but everything is in motion. I think this will make the dining venues work a lot better. And I also think it'll probably keep those chefs, Dario and Rudy, a lot happier with the venues that they've got for their very special restaurants. So let me know what you think about that as well in the comments. Now, we've been talking about the Carnival Pride this week. They went on their sailing. They were going up to Greenland and Newfoundland. And due to weather, they were not able to make their ports. Well, apparently the captain sent out a letter, and unexpectedly, the guests were able to call at a port called, Corner Brook. It is actually on the west side of the island of Newfoundland, so it's not clear up in Greenland, but it is still an unexpected delight with having to miss the other ports they had expected to get to visit. So I looked up Corner Brook on the map. It looks like it's kind of everything there is rather remote, I think, but it looks absolutely beautiful. It is a tender port, so the guests had to use those water shuttles, but I am really looking forward. I'm going to keep my eye on a Facebook group. If any of you happen to be on that sailing, will you please, you would love to see some posts of photos on our Facebook group. Email them to me and I'm happy to share them, but I think it would be absolutely wonderful, and we sure wish you well on the rest of your voyage. Finally, I want to bring you up to date here on a couple of sales, and then I'm going to tell you about our cruise really quickly, some housekeeping items. So Holland America is having what they are calling their Sails into Summer offer, and it is going to make it so that some of their cruises are like up to 40% off. And always remember that this applies to certain cruises, right? It's not on all of them. But the third and fourth guests are going to sail free on some of these. And there is also the offer of onboard credit up to $100 per stateroom. That's going to depend on the category of cabin you book, how many people are in the cabin. And so if there is somewhere that you were hoping to get to go, this would be a really good time to look at it. And this includes departures that are clear from like right now in June of 2024 through some of the ones in May of 2025. And included in it is like they've got cruises that are from 4 days up to 58 days and all over the world. It includes through Alaska, Europe, Canada, New England, like Asia, Mexico, Caribbean, New Zealand, the Pacific. All of these regions are supposed to have some cruises that are included. So take a look if you're wanting to go on Holland America. Interestingly enough, last night I had the pleasure of speaking with a Let's Go family member who just barely got off of a cruise to Alaska on Holland America and could not speak highly enough of it. Said the food was excellent in the main dining room. The only place that the food wasn't excellent on the ship, he said, was at that New York pizzeria place. And it wasn't great when I was both times when we sailed on Holland America. I wasn't nuts about their pizza either. And so, but everything else he said was good. He said the service on the ship was wonderful. He said their day in Glacier Bay was absolutely fantastic. And incidentally, they were sailing along and the Discovery Princess zipped by. So I don't know if the Discovery Princess was running behind or had a tighter schedule, but he said they had a spectacular day in Glacier Bay and enjoyed every single moment of it. So it makes me want to go to Alaska again on Holland America. Last year we went on Holland America. This year we're going on Princess. And I haven't quite decided. I don't know about doing a group cruise to Alaska next year in 2025, but in 2026, we're going to go on the Star Princess. That's going to be fantastic. So when those are announced, we'll figure all that out and let you know. But I wanted to tell you that everything's been going really well on Holland America to Alaska. Now, before I finish up here, I want to invite you to please subscribe to our channel. If you've not subscribed yet, we really need you with this and would love to have you. And if you appreciate my updates, would you please give this video a thumbs up as well? Thank you so very much. Alrighty. Now, Viking. Viking has some sales that for Iceland and I want to say Greenland, some of their voyages that go basically to Iceland, a lot of them. And so they're on a great deal. Plus, some of them have some free airfare. So if you're interested in me tracking those down for you, I'm delighted to do that. Send me an email. I want to make sure that you know that while I'm away, I am still working. So I have an international plan on my phone. I've got my email. And so don't hesitate to send me an email if you need anything or if you want to have me help you with a cruise. I'm still working. Another important thing to note is we are going to do live sailaways from all of the ports that we are going to be visiting so that you can see the scenery. We'll tell you a little bit about what we did. It is always really special because we're always so excited because we were just there, but it really gives you the chance to see what everything looks like. So make sure that you join us for those as well. Gordon will post them over on our Facebook group. So if you have not joined us yet on Facebook, come and join us. It's just Let's Go Travel Tips. And I will also try to remember to mention those times often in videos as we go along so that you can be ready. I am really, really excited for this trip. We have not done the whole British Isles yet on a cruise like this. So we are so excited and we're ready to go. So I'll see you all here again tomorrow and I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.